There are clubs that compete, and there are clubs that define eras. For decades, Santos defined South American football. Then the noise faded. The dominance slowed. The crown passed on. But history does not disappear. It waits. A rebuild is not about nostalgia. It is about standards, structure, recruitment, identity. To awaken a giant, you do not shout. You construct. You discipline. You endure. This is not a season. It is a restoration. This is the Santos Rebuild. O gigante acorda.
Futebol no Sport TV.
The clássico alvinegro, a rivalry built on over a century of bad blood.
Deve receber bom público, a expectativa de público de mais de 20.000 torcedores.
But as the roar of the crowd washed over the tunnel, Vila Belmiro was holding its breath. The reality of a brutal Brazilian calendar had finally caught up with us. Neymar's legs were heavy. The king was forced to the bench. For the first time this season, Santos had to step into the fire without their talisman, and Corinthians smelled blood.
Agora vai autorizar e vamos lá! Gabriel, a marcação está em cima, arriscou o passe, foi bem sucedido. De cabeça! O Premier para jogo!
Without our captain to dictate the tempo, the midfield became a war zone. Corinthians pressed early, and the cracks in our armor started to show. Yuri Alberto tested us.
Que defesa importante no jogo!
Then, disaster in the box. Memphis Depay from point-blank range. It should have been a goal, but Gabriel Brazão refused to let the fortress fall. He wasn't just making saves, he was keeping the season alive. Bontempo tried to spark something before the break, but the legs were tired. At halftime, the message in the dressing room was simple: survival isn't enough. Someone has to step out of Neymar's shadow. Big games require cold blood. Benjamin Rollheiser read the defense perfectly. One mistake, one steal, and when you give Gabigol that kind of space in a derby, he doesn't miss. 1-0 to the Peixe, the deadlock broken. But Rollheiser wasn't finished. With the weight of the number 10 role on his shoulders today, he stepped up to the dead ball. 25 yards out, absolute perfection, a dagger through the heart of Corinthians.
Tem gente que bate colocado, ele bateu forte, tirando do goleiro, balançando a rede.
From there, the confidence flowed. We saw the present and the future linking up, with Robinho Jr. and Gabigol slicing through a broken Corinthians backline. The youth stepping up exactly when we needed them.
Sporting Bet, vai pra cima, faz no Sporting Bet aí. Baixe o app do Premiere e veja tudo de onde quiser. E o árbitro apita pela última vez.
A massive 2-0 victory without our biggest star. It's the kind of gritty, resilient win that defines champions. We remain at the top of the mountain, but Vasco da Gama is right on our heels. The margin for error is gone, and the gauntlet has only just begun.